Hey everybody, it's Mark. Today we're going to talk about Ladder of Lights, Rung 2 with Lilitu. As I said in the last video in Rung 1, the first three slides are going to be the same for all the lateral lights because I don't want someone to jump in the middle and not know what we're talking about. So if you've already seen one, skip the first three slides if you want to. So the Ladder of Lights. Ancient Mesopotamian culture was very aware of the night sky and the heavenly bodies that inhabit it. They were skilled astronomers and astrologers, and one of their primary practice that merged astronomy and their spirituality was called the Ladder of Lights, which has 8 spheres: Earth, Moon, Sun, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn. The Ladder of Lights was later adopted by the Jewish people, probably during their Babylonian exile, by combining it with their Merkava mysticism or throne chariot mysticism to produce what we now call Kabbalah. The spheres in the Ladder of Lights are aspects of deity and a bridge to heightened consciousness. Lilitu. Lilitu is a goddess in ancient Sumeria, Sumer, Akkad, Assyria, and Babylon, who is associated with wind, night, and sexuality. Lilitu is both a goddess and a demon. Gods and goddesses are descended from the primordial pair of deities, but demons are any god or spirit who doesn't follow the godly roles. This word demon is not the same as what we would use in English, but it's been translated to that word. And it is not about good or bad. It's about just not following the godly rules. Beings can be gods or goddesses and also a demon. And then there's spirits that are demons. The name Lilitu appears in the Sumerian Assyrian god list. This document only lists entities considered to be gods or goddesses. So if they're in there, they're a god or goddess. Lilitu is listed in this list with the Sumerian name of Dimmi-Gi and the Assyrian name of Lilitu. Dimmi-Gi loosely means deity of the night, and Lilitu means she who comes by air. There are several deities that appear later, post-Sumer, who can be associated with her and her attributes. They may be an aspect of her, or they may be a separate deity, but we don't really have any way of knowing. So Rung 2 is the moon. The color is purple. The incense or plant is jasmine, comfrey, camphor, or any of the aloes. Stones are rhodonite. The focus is dreams and renewal. Alternate aspect is the lake or the laki. Example method is crystal stone magic. Optimum timing is Monday. The Mesopotamian month or Sabbat would be Adar, which happens around February 1st. The chakra is the sacral chakra. Liliki or the lake. Her Sumerian name is Kesikililaki. The Akkadian name is pronounced either the lake or Lalaki. I've heard both. And the meaning of her name is Maiden of Desolation. Her name has been translated as the beautiful woman or the Maiden of Desolation, and she has been associated with owls. So far, the Epic of Gilgamesh is the only time that this name has been found in any of the texts. The myth details how the goddess Inanna, later to be known as Ishtar, wants to cut down a white willow tree and make furniture from it. Unfortunately, there's a problem. The tree has a snake that cannot be charmed at its roots, a zoo bird nesting in its branches, and Kisikililaki is inhabiting its trunk. These are all, entities that are considered gods or demigods, and also demons. So the snake at the root is a serpent that cannot be killed, is what it's said. Now, Gilgamesh does kill it, but it's said not to be able to be killed because of what it is. The zoo bird is sort of a dragon bird that is said to be quite powerful. And then Kisikililake is Lilith, according to most scholars. Again, this is an alternate take on Lilith or Lilitu because we don't know for sure, but that's what most believe. Stone and crystal magic. The first thing to do with crystal or stone magic is to charge them. This is an activation process that is done before you use the stone or crystal in any ritual. This can be done in several ways. You can hold it between your hands to warm it, imbuing it with intent. You can pass it through incense smoke, or you can sit it out in the sun or under the moon. When it comes to working with Lilitu, I prefer the moon to charge the crystal, since night is her element. It's really up to you how you want to charge the crystal or stone, but these are some ideas. The crystal or stone itself. Select a stone for the purpose of your ritual. Make sure it has already been charged. Some common associations are garnet, passion and sexuality, rose quartz, love, amethyst, spirituality, tiger's eye, courage, confidence, agate, stability, grounding, black tourmaline, protection and energy cleaning, obsidian, protection and transformation, and many more. You can find all kinds of associations on the internet or in books. And there's a lot of these resources. For sexuality, I would probably use garnet unless it was associated with love. In that case, I would use rose quartz. Crystal and stone magic with Lilitu. Once you have selected a stone or crystal for your working and have charged it, it's ready to use in your ritual. There are many ways to use the charged crystal stone during a magic working. Some ideas are place it on your altar as a focus for the rite, hold it in your hands to bring the energy forward, place it as an offering to Lilitu or her aspect, carry the crystal or stone with you after the ritual to keep the energy flowing, or however you want to use it. And again, the ritual can be any kind of ritual type you do, whether it's traditional witchcraft, Kabbalistic, ceremonial magic, whatever. And then we get to the month of Adar. The pagan holiday of Imbolc occurs during the Mesopotamian month of Adar, and this feast usually occurs on February 2nd. Imbolc takes place in February, which is still during winter. It represents the returning of light, new life, and renewal. Because this Sabbath is about renewal and life, water is a key element. It is also associated with the moon, which controls tides and other processes on Earth. A chalice, water, and other liquids can be used to focus the energy for this feast. So that's rung 2 of the Ladder of Lights. 6 more to go. Hopefully you enjoyed that.